Stuck with Christmas card ideas? I analyzed 100 plus Etsy listings to find what actually sells in 2025. I'm RJ Martinez with over 8 years in the POD game. Today, you'll get 8 winning formats, pricing ranges, a plug and play design framework, and a Gelato walkthrough to print and ship your cards globally with local production. Then I show you where to print your cards fast with on-screen steps. Let's go. And just to give you an idea of how I research these ideas, you can see like a Christmas card set, and then you're going to be leveraging this right here, this little drop-down tab. Top reviews, you can do most relevant, or you can do newest. It's up to you how you want to dive in here, but top reviews seems to be a good starting point. And then what we're going to be doing is like looking for the banners, stuff like that, sold in bestsellers, add to carts, stuff like that. And then if you come over here, you can see like another personalized Christmas card, funny Christmas card, okay? And then like photo card template. So just getting ideas, different search terms, different ideas, looking for star seller shops, stuff like that. And this shows you what's moving. And it's not just what looks pretty, right? All right, so to give you an idea of the 8 winning formats, okay, so the first one is going to be like a funny pun, single sentences, just an illustration, a cute illustration. You got like it's Christmas theme, right? And then I got you a Christmas card. Okay, so you get the idea. It's like more of a bold type of cute illustration and clever lines, singles. And then you're seeing this is more like for dads. And then you can tell by this too, by looking at the reviews down here. It's a great unique card. My dad loved it. Okay, so you get an idea like who are they buying this for? So that obviously it's a gift for somebody, right? And they love the concept. Now, come over here. We have $5.99. They're offering free shipping, but like you got a pack. So a pack of 5, they're selling it for 25. A pack of 10, they're selling for 45. Just to give you an idea. Now, when it comes to this, so if you're doing like print on demand, there's different ways, or even if you print your own cards, like this is a good idea too as well. Now with print on demand, you have to look for, if you're doing like a third-party provider like Gelato, like I'm gonna show you in this video, the price points are gonna be a little bit different, so you have to keep that in mind. But then also, if you're printing your own cards and you're doing your own design work, right? It makes it a little bit easier, but the same concept applies here. So this will apply. So if you're buying 5 of 10, this makes more sense for like the print on demand singles and like lower price points. It's going to be a little bit more competitive when it comes to this. So most likely some of these people are doing their own design, their own prints on the cards, right? So just keep that in mind right here when we're going through this. Next one is, you're going to see this one. This one's pretty cool. So a Christmas card boxed watercolor holiday. You see the concept and the idea there. So it's like a watercolor sets, right? Pack of 10 to 15. Okay, and on here there you have a little bow with the ornament right there, which is really cool. Now it's $20 plus, and then you have 20 add to carts. If we come over here, we see this one here. Let's look at this real fast. You see the conversion rate, right? It's not picking up. It has many sales, but when we get closer to Q4, closer to Christmas, you can see the total sales right here. I'm leveraging Everbee to look at this, and you can see the views and the conversion rate, 4.5% right there. And then if you come over here, look at this one. Now this one's a little different, right? So you're gonna see like the different messages that you can offer here, okay? Now, this is like a box set, so you're using box, it's a set of 10 in here. So if there's a set of 10 for option 1, option 2, you see how they're selling them right here. Okay, I'll give you an idea. So we got 20 added cards. You can see it's already selling for the month. It has 28 sales and a total of 2,000, right? Which is really nice. And the favorites, you can see the listing age. And then it's going to make more sales as you get closer and closer to Christmas with something like this. Even if you're doing it yourself, I feel like when it comes to something like this, it's very lightweight, easy to ship. Shipping's not crazy expensive, right? So just keep that in mind. And it's got that bestseller badge, right? Which is really cool. All right, now you're gonna see this one right here. So you got foxes, owls, deers, you got rabbits in here, pretty cool, okay? And if you look, right, look at the cool, and these look like they're all like hand drawn, okay? Look at the Christmas tree, pretty cool. And only 4 left, 21.20 she's charging over here, or he or she's charging over here. And then the shipping is $8.42 for shipping. And it seems people will pay this all day. Total sales 1,300 views, and doing pretty good right here with this style. Now this is like very custom as far as said that she painted them herself, own paintings, designs. So keep that in mind. Some of this stuff right here is just different ideas and different concepts, but take a lot away from this and understanding like why it's making sales and how it's making sales, right? star seller. So this is pretty cool right here to see something like this. Now the next one is personalized like family cards, right? So if you're seeing this right here, you can see, look at this, Merry Christmas, Olivia, okay? Now you think of like last names or anything like that, so you can pick a color. You can see how they're picking a color, and then you can put the actual personalized name in there. Okay, now I know that I have family members that send out Christmas cards, and they send the same exact one, a picture of them or just the name, and then say Merry Christmas, and have all my cousins and my uncles will sign. They'll send out the Christmas card to all different family members. So they'll order 10 at a time to send to all their friends and the family members. So this is very personal when it comes to this, and people are very passionate when it comes to buying Christmas cards or any type of like holiday event cards that they have to send out. So with that being said, you can think of like different like birthdays and stuff too would be a really good idea. Any type of event, a big event that you want to send out, Thanksgiving, Halloween would be a good idea too. And you can see 20 added carts, 4 sales in total already this month, and 284 total sales. And the listing age is 20 months. Now, next one, photo Christmas card templates. Okay, get an idea, look at all these ones right here, okay? You can sort right here, now, but let's say like the top customer reviews. Right, now you come down, get the idea how I've seen a ton of these different type of Christmas cards, so happy holidays, and then the family picture right there, and then they go into detail. Look at this one, they put in other pictures, which is pretty cool to give you an idea. There's a few different things that can be done here, and I think it's really cool to see these type of Christmas cards. They're more personalized, and I like them a lot. So let's click on one, for example, just to check it out. Merry Christmas, and then it says the family's last name, the family. Pretty cool, right? It doesn't have a crazy amount, but I'm pretty sure there's a few of them in here that are doing really good, but I just want to show you the concept and idea with a few other ones that are in here and then that are doing really good. All right, next one will be like religious Christmas cards. Now, when it comes to something like this, I feel like this is the same thing you can apply to. You can add even like a photo of the family in there. You can create something really cool, but you can see Merry Christmas, and then like a lot of the religious stuff, it does really good around this time. Okay, come down, here's a few more different Christmas card sets, which is cool because you're offering your Christmas card set. You can see what they're doing here, charging $16, but they're adding like, there's like a total of 6 here with different style of Christmas cards. Pretty cool. And then there's some more detailed ones that open up, pretty detailed, okay? So I think just in general, think of like different religious cards, different ideas like that would be really good. Especially if you go to church, there's so many ideas that you can do when it comes to anything in the religious niche. And you probably even create something at the church together and think of an idea. Next was a funny pet Christmas card. So I think there's a cool one right here. I like this one a lot. Santa Paws is coming to town. This one's cool. Let's open this one. I have to take a look. 90 total sales. You can see the conversion rate at close to 2%, 22 months list stage, which is really cool. So it's making some sales. Getting closer to Christmas, it's going to definitely crank in some more sales. But to give you an idea, look at the different pets, get the pets, and you can add a little hat on. That's which is easy, like adding the little reindeer horns. That's really easy to add onto there, or even right here with the Christmas hats, the elf hat. All that's easy to do. Okay, if you understand design concept, it's really easy. You can use Canva, you can use Kittle, you can use Photoshop, Photopea, whatever design software that it's really easy to do this. You just get an image of the cat, take out the background, boom, then you put the text up there. Okay, so you can see how they're offering it here, and then they're offering 10 cards, 25, 50, or they just want the digital file. So if they want to do their own, so this is a business model too as well, offering that digital file for sale. Okay, you create it one time, and then you offer it to 10 people, then you make $50, right? And it took you, let's say 30 minutes, 20 minutes to do, and then boom, you create your own concept and your own idea, and then you have a top seller over here, okay? And you can look at the reviews to get an idea of what's going on and who they're targeting, who's buying. That's one way to do it. Next is more of the snarkly, edgy humor, funny adult Christmas cards. Okay, so this niche works really good. We know this one was a cool one that I came across right here. I'll unload your sack, sorry, at Christmas. This is a cool one. You can see that it does have some sales. This one, holiday greetings from Old Saint Nick. This one's doing pretty good. Tis the season. Okay, and all this funny, crazy like humor, off the wall stuff. If you go, there's a ton of stuff that can be done here. Let's say, for example, let's open up. So when you click on this one, a total of 384 sales, views, 11,000, conversion rate 3%. But up here for 14 months, so like a year and 2 months, which is really nice. and you're seeing what they're doing here. You can color card background, so you know, mess with that. They're offering free shipping, so I'm assuming $5.40 free shipping. They're probably making their own cards, I'm assuming. Okay. What do you get for Christmas? Fat. I got fat. So offering anything funny that you're going to be sending to family members if you joke around with family members. So another one right here, reindeer flipping you off. Cool one. So anything that can make you laugh, off the wall, edgy, humor, sarcastic, I think it really does really good for Christmas cards too. Also that too, it does really good for t-shirt designs. I know that. All right, so let's go over what buyers expect, okay? For like singles, like cards like this with a little funny pun single saying on it, they're expecting anywhere between $5 to $7, okay, for a card. So just being honest with this. So if you can provide that price point and make a profit, by all means, go for it, because I think with this, something like this, you can definitely make a lot of money on Etsy with this, or just even your own website or wherever you're selling at. If you're selling on Amazon, if you're selling on Etsy, if you're selling on your own website, this is a big one right here, especially going into any holidays. You can think of birthdays, you get Halloween, Thanksgiving, anything like that. All right, next one will be box sets. So you can see with box sets, they're going to be anywhere between $16 to $30. Okay. I feel like that's a good price range right there. Now, say if we're using Gelato for the print provider, right, we're looking at anywhere between, I want to say it's going to be $12 to $14. That's going to be our cost, okay? And if we can sell them from anywhere between, I said 16 to 30. So if there's 12 to 14, I think anything above 20. So being realistic, anywhere between, let's say 25 to 30. Would be like the price range where you want to go at. So for example, look at this right here, Puffins and Snow Holiday card. You can see this one has 35,000 views and 1% conversion rate. And it's a cute little, it's Etsy's pick right here. And it seems like it's making sales, and the price point is at $30. Okay. So there's some 20, 25, 25, and these are all selling. Okay. So we're thinking more of, when we're looking at this, you're going to be using Gelato as a print provider, or if you're going to invest into your own machine or anything like that to create these cards, you can do that. Starting off with Christmas cards, box sets. You're testing out the waters, and Gelato will be a good idea to have them print and ship the cards for you. And you can see that there's actually demand over here. 25, 25. That's what we're looking at. 36. Okay. Next would be digital templates. You can sell digital templates. One thing, when it comes to selling online, you'd be surprised when you put designs up in front of people. People are like, can I just buy that design? What do you mean? They just want to buy the design because they want to do it themselves, or they want the edit. They like it. They like the layout. They like the color. They like the design. They want to edit it themselves and create their own Christmas card or their own design with the template that you have. You can offer the digital download, and it's nice because that's like a quick buy. Like, it's instant. Buy it, you send it to them, and it literally just starts to pay for itself automatically with digital templates, digital downloads, anything like that. It's a very big space for that. Okay, you can apply this to t-shirt designs, you can apply this to Christmas cards, you can apply it to pretty much anything. Okay, people do their own printing. Believe it or not, it's a big market. People enjoy doing their own printing. Okay, they don't want to hand it off to a print provider. They want to do it themselves, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, because people have different ideas, different concepts when it comes to their business, or when it comes to creating their Christmas card, or it comes to creating a card in general. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so let's go over the design frameworks that I created with AI. Okay, now I'll put these prompts down below in the description so you can get an idea of what I'm doing. I'm going to share them with you and everything that I created, just to give you a concept, right? Get inspiration from AI. Some of these are really good, and they're one-offs, and you probably just want to use them yourself, or just edit just a few things. Maybe you don't want the cabin, okay? Maybe you don't want these snowy trees. Maybe you want to put a Christmas tree. Like, just get an idea of the prompt. So you can see right here, this is one of the prompts. It's more of a detailed prompt idea, right? And then I did some simple ones to keep it more on the simple side of things. So you can see peace and joy. So if you don't want to put peace and joy, you would literally just edit that out and put like a different saying in there, okay? If you don't want any of you can see like the cabin, you can edit anything in here and put it in yourself. But if you like the concept and idea, you can definitely do this. For example, so from the Sir family name, so you can see right there, you would put from the, like for example, I put Martinez in the next idea I'm going to share with you. So from the Martinez family 2025, you get the concept, the idea there. Pretty cool, huh? Look at the next one. All right. These are some really good inspiration ideas. And see what I did right here? I left it about the 4.5. Takes up a good amount of that design space. Season greetings. You can see another one. Boom. Right, now I took the same concept and I went ahead and put my last name, so season greetings from the Martinez family. Pretty cool, and it has that 2025 badge right there. Season greetings from the Martinez family. Cool one, really nice. The aesthetics are pretty cool here. All right, and like the only thing I did here was just put, instead of the surname, just put my last name right there. See how easy that was? And it messed up the writing right here a bit, I believe, unless it's a different language, but I think it messed it up. And here too as well. Now keep in mind too, like any of this you can edit in your favorite design software. You can use Kittle, you can use Canva, or what else is there out there? Photoshop, or if you're using any of the Infinity products, you can do that too as well. Let's go ahead and look at the next one. So now this one was a little bit, you can see it says the Miller family here, wishing you a Merry Christmas. All right, and look at Pine Berries, frame plus script, headline, optional family names, plus Christmas cards. Family name, you can put literally, if I put Martinez family name, for example, I used the Miller family name, you got the idea. Merry Christmas, the Smith family. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and the Smiths. Pretty cool, okay? Merry and Bright, family name. Now making sure that you're double checking for trademarks and copyrights, that's very important too. When you're doing this, there's some good ideas, some good concepts, but you wanna make sure that you're double checking for all of that. Now this one, I went ahead and I put this in here, but it looked like, I tried to do like a blank area for a template, right? So just in case you wanted to put your photos in there. So this example, it looked like it didn't get it here. This one, maybe something there, you could put 2 photos there. This one too, I got it. So Merry Christmas year, so we'll put 2025, so the year badge will be, so edit this, 2025. I think it got it right here a little bit. Go ahead and generate that one more time, see what it populates. The concept was from here. I just put 1 to 2 photo frames plus year badge, and then you did the clean, basically the font names, and I put Christmas card at the end. Wish you a Merry Christmas. For example, instead of these frames here, you would put 2 pictures of you or your family or whatever you plan on doing. Now same, so so you'll put like the family picture here, Happy Holidays. Ah, that's actually not bad. And it's not a bad one. You just take out the image and put your own image and make sure you change the date there. That would be a good one. I think this is good, actually. The photos are not, the frames right there are not bad. You put a picture of yourself here and then 2025. I think this is a good idea, man. Merry Christmas, wishing you joy and peace. This is a good one. I like it, actually. Huh, now that I'm looking at it a little differently. You see, Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. This one's Merry Christmas and the 2025 badge, and you put a picture right here of you and the family right here, or just yourself, or whatever, however you're doing, you and your dog, whatever you're doing right there, okay? And then this one was a cool one. So now I have English Bulldog, so I just did the English Bulldog. So whatever your dog breed is, you can put it right here. And then it says Feliz Navidad. So it's fun, something funny, right? I think when it comes to this, is all up to you. So this is all editable, like whatever you want to do it. But this is a cool one, right? And even just putting up a real picture of your dog would be a good idea. So you see that one. That's a cool one. That's a cool one. Some cool ones here. So you're seeing to get an idea of the prompts and the main goals. So you can use this with ChatGPT. You can use this with Ideogram. You can use this with Midjourney, whatever AI image generator that you're using, but just get inspiration from it. But some of these are just really cool. They're good to go type of designs, and you can edit them, upscale them, make them good, higher quality images. That's the goal after you, so you can download like any of the images from here. And you have them on your PC, and then your goal is to obviously making sure that they're a high quality resolution, and then you can put them on a print provider like Gelato, which I'm gonna walk you through the process of creating the card, which will be a really good idea. So as you can see what I did here with the prompts, and this is the whole idea, the design concepts, inspiration, whatever you plan on doing, this is amazing how you can leverage AI to create stuff like this. All right, so let's go ahead and do a breakdown of the listings too as well. So like the title, okay. So they have the primary keyword right here. They have it at the front, got you a Christmas card. And then you're gonna see how they have the other keywords right behind it. Funny, pun, Christmas card, pun, holiday cards, fishing, holiday card, cod, Christmas card, and then they have the original bestseller on there, right? Which is, you can see how they do that, right? And then they offer the 3 different options here, okay, which is pretty cool. And then a fairly simple type of listing here. And then you can see everything else they're adding into the description right there. And then you get idea. Just remember, the listing always tells you a story too, okay? You see that my dad loved it. Okay, so that can possibly be an idea. You can use a keyword there. If you go down, you can see like related items. And then you can come down here, explore related searches. You're seeing some of the different keywords down here too. Now, if you come in here, let's break it down. You can see Analyze listing, we look at this listing right here. I'm using a Everbee tool right there to look at the actual listing. It's going to give us more data, more information. You can see the whole breakdown, conversion rate. You can see even like the last 24 months, right, which is really cool. You can see the whole breakdown right there. It gets into more detail with the tags. Now it breaks down the tags for this actual listing, so it gives us a better idea. You can see the volume, the competition, right? And it's more of that yellow, green, or maybe the green, red, so like a fishing holiday card. You can see the volume's at low, but the competition score is there. But I feel like when it gets closer and closer to the holiday, this is going to spike up, so it might be a good idea as far as using that as a keyword. And then COD Christmas card, you can see the competition's really low there too. Look at brother-in-law card, this would be a good idea, right? So card for dad, you see that, card for brother, card for parents. So there's a lot of good stuff right here. And then keep in mind, keywords do tell a story. So when you're looking at the keywords, it gives you an idea of what people are searching for, what people are trying to buy. You're creating something for someone that's going to search for something on Etsy, and then you're going to go ahead and turn around and give them what they want, right? That's the main goal. So keep in mind, keywords do tell a story, and that's very important. All right, now let's go over to the next one. We have 20 added cards right here. We went over some of these already, but the thing is, we're looking at the keywords that they're adding here, and then going over the actual things. I recommend you put that keyword, that main keyword at the very beginning of the title, because that just ranks. It seems to get more traffic, okay? So any search platform in general, you're looking to put really solid keywords in your listing, but you want to put it more to the front end of the title, okay, as best as possible. And then obviously, if you can put them into the description, go ahead and do that too as well. You want the signals to trigger in the algorithm, and then get more people in front of the product, the design, and people purchase more. That's the main goal, right? Okay, you give the customer what they want, in return, they make a purchase. You can see all the breakdown. Well, last month they got 28 sales, so this is starting to pick up already. So if we look at let's look at the last 12 months. You're seeing like it's closer to Christmas, it freaking spikes up like crazy, right? You see the last 24 months, you see it go up and down, right? And it seems to, as soon as it gets closer to Christmas time, it seems to pick up a lot. So it's going to do the same exact thing again this year. By looking at the data, the information should tell us that right there. Now this one, more boxed holiday cards, right? You're seeing custom holiday cards. You're seeing a lot of the tags here, right? And this is important. So when you're looking at this stuff, having really solid tags in your listing, and then a solid title is really important when it comes to all this. Right, now let's come over here. Let's analyze this one too. You can see, how they're using the commas after each like long tail keyword. Okay, if you don't know what a long tail keyword is, it's basically two keywords together. So if there's 3 keywords, long tail, 2 keywords together. So Christmas cards, that's a long tail keyword. Now if you have Christmas cards for men, it's a long tail keyword. Okay, the longer the keyword, the more passionate the buyer is, in my opinion. So keep that in mind. That's what the more intent. If a person's literally sitting there typing that in, they're trying to search for something to buy something. So keep that in mind when you're doing the listing. That's the main goal. So you can see that. Now come down here. So the last 24 months, you have 40 sales, 814. But the listing age, what's the listing age over here? Listing age is 48 months. So it's doing okay. I think this is this one's more customized, so it takes a little bit more time to create. So they probably run out of stock a lot and they don't have it in stock. So keep that in mind. So the listing doesn't show it has any tags. Interesting. Okay. Same thing here. Christmas cards, personalized Merry Christmas cards. You see what they're doing there. Let's look over here. See the title. You can see like the views and stuff that's bringing in. Last month, 4 sales. Last 12, you can see it starts to spike up here. And then if you look at the tags, looking at the tags and understanding the listing is very important. So basically, if you're putting a listing together, you want to analyze the tags, grab all the tags, get all that solid information as best as possible. So your goal is to rank this product on Etsy and generate traffic and get those sales. So you're 10 customers, you're getting 10 views, you want 2 sales. You're getting 20 views, you want 6 sales, right? So understanding the keywords is important. And then the same thing, so like something like with the digital download over here. Let's say, for example, let's pop this one up. See the title, photo Christmas card template. So this is a digital download. You can see that is the long tail keyword. And like I said, your main goal is to put that long tail keyword at the very front of the listing, of the title. You're gonna see total sales, 148, right? Conversion 3%, 22 months listing age. Last 12 months, you can see, seems to spike closer to Christmas. And you can see like the different tags that you're putting here. So the goal is to obviously, like I said, main keyword at the front of the title. You want to have solid tags, and then you want to have a description and add some tags in there too as well. It's going to help you rank better on the algorithm. Remember, Etsy, people go on there to search to find products. So it's search, like the buyer's searching, and then you give them what they want, and the trick when they purchase triggers the algorithm, helps you rank better in the platform. All right, let me go ahead and show you how you can create the Christmas card right here, kind of give you the idea in what you can do. Now, obviously, it's going to take a little bit more work as far as the design. We went over the whole inspiration, like how you can use AI. There's a few design tools out there that you can use. You can use Kittl, you can use Canva, you can use Photopea, you can use Photoshop, Illustrator, whatever you use to create or edit your designs, right? Whatever is easy for you, it doesn't matter, okay? I don't feel like when it comes to this is a big thing, people get confused with this. The idea behind it is just whatever you feel more comfortable using to edit these tools, that's what you should use, all right? Now, this is the design. Looking at some of this stuff now, I might have to edit the color of the text because I want the color of the text to match the back. Let me take you through this whole process, all right? Now, this is one thing to it that designing, right? There's always little things that you catch at the very end, and as I'm recording this, I caught that, okay? So this is the final version of it right here. So this is a pack of 10 greeting cards. You're gonna see the vertical 5x7, and then you're gonna see the vertical fold. I might just leave it like that because I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Still, the foil, we're using gold, and the envelope, we're using premium. This is the front and back of the card, and then this is the inside, the left and right. You're gonna see Merry Christmas and Happy New Year with love, RJ and Jocelyn, Vicky and George, my 2 English bulldogs, me and my girlfriend, okay? And then on the left over here, you can see it's blank. Now, let's go ahead and show you a preview. And I'm gonna take you through the whole steps of this right here. And then as you're gonna see right here, so you get an idea of this is like the mock-up. Look how cool that is. Pretty cool. There's a picture of us right there, and the dogs, and the picture of the dogs by themselves. And these 2 dogs are brothers, right? I think it's about a year apart, 2 years apart, okay? And then look at that, how cool that is. How cool. I actually run into some issues too as far as the sizing. When you're uploading the design, it said 5x7, so I went ahead and uploaded a 5x7 the card, the dimension, and it was like the DPI was off and the 5x7 seemed to be a little bit smaller, so you want to go ahead and make that part a little bigger. And let me share that. So what I did was come over here and search it on Google. What is the size of a 5x7 pixel? So you're gonna see 1500 by 21 pixels, and we'll get into that a little bit too. I'll show you exactly that. But this, you run into that issue just to share with you. Like, just you're gonna start to edit and kind of mess with it and mess with the sizing and stuff like that. Because when it comes to stuff like this, especially like making interiors, and I've created books over the years too as well. Books seem to, the dimensions are never right, and you have to do this, you have to do that. It's all about editing and testing as you go, right? So the DPI, you can see the DPI is bad. But I went ahead and resized it and made the image way better, upscaled everything, and everything. So you can see the DPI up here is 344, then it's 342, right? Now, let's go over here, the catalog. So what I did was come over here, click on cards, and then I came over here, the pack of 10 greeting cards, and you can do pack of 10 postcards. Now, this is up to you, like whatever you're doing, okay? It's all depends on you. So I went and clicked on this one. Depending on the size, right? So this is one thing too, the sizing, this all depends, and this we would have to adjust your price on your end to the customer. So the sizing, I put the 5x7, you're gonna see the price adjustment, right? So it's like almost, what is that, $2.03 more, right? So you see that, right? So it all depends on you, on your sizing, what you're gonna do here. Paper, you can mess with the coated silk paper, matte paper, or whatever you wanna do. I did the silk paper, and then I went ahead and did the gold, okay? The gold foil, and then the envelope, I picked the premium. Okay, when I did that, and I put all that right there, we came to a total of 16. Be realistic, right? 16, let's say you're probably gonna be charging like 25, 26, 24, it all depends, right? I feel like you can put, remember there's fees on stuff, depending where you're at on what platform. If you're doing your own website, there's obviously less fees. But if you're like on an Etsy, there's more fees. So you have to keep that in mind, keep in mind your fees and what you're doing. So you may have to mess with the adjustments here. So as far as the sizing, and then obviously the foil, you don't have to do that if you don't want to, and it's gonna bring down the price a bit more. But for this example, I wanted to get like a nice, decent premium quality because I'm actually gonna be sending this out to family too. So I went ahead and just did exactly this, boom, and it brought us here. And then what I did was come over here to the upload, where the files are at right here. Now I went ahead and just did it this way, where I just put it here and then I just edit it to there. Now you can make that long style. If you want to make that long style, you can definitely do that, but I just adjusted it to that because you can see how everything's pretty much, you can edit anything back here. And then came here too as well, boom, you can see that. And then it just I put it to the edges, okay? And you see how I got the background to match here. You can see with the other one that I did right here, the first one, you're seeing like the background didn't match, and I didn't realize. I was like, oh wait, I forgot to edit the background. So I came over here, made sure the background matched, and boom, we're good there. And then, so this is front and back. You see that, right? If you look at the preview, it'll give you an idea of what it looks like. And you can just go into here, see? And it gives you the preview, right? And this is obviously, this is gonna be the inside. There's nothing there. We'll get to that right now. And then I went ahead and uploaded the inside. Center that a bit, boom. And then this one, this side over here, just puts the blank part, right? Just to give you the idea of the concept, like you can do anything you want here, anything that you feel like you can do something better, by all means, do it better. If you're trying to be different from what I'm sharing with you right here, what else can you do here that will make this better, okay? Everyone's gonna be different when it comes to this. I feel like you're gonna have your own idea. I'm gonna have my own idea, and this is what I did, this is what I came up with. So you're seeing that, you look at the preview. I'm gonna go ahead and order this, and we're gonna see exactly what it looks like when I get it delivered. But look at, clean, see that, clean, boom. Now, give you an idea, like over here in Kittle, like anything, you can literally edit any type of font that you want to do over here. You can edit anything over here, which is really cool. Everything's adjustable. So one thing I recommend is I would definitely check out Kittle if you're looking for any type of design software. You can do anything with this, okay? You can even do like any type of AI stuff. If you want to do, you can do any type of AI stuff, which is really cool. So there's a ton of different fonts over here you can choose from, okay? A ton of different things. Really, they have some really nice fonts, like hundreds and thousands of different types of fonts you can choose from. And then they got even like graphics and shapes, and you can do pretty much edit anything in this tool, Kittle, okay? So it's a really awesome tool to use. I have that down below in the description if you want to check that out. And then if you run into anything, any problems, any issues, ChatGPT, ask it like, what can I do? What should I do here? What can I do here? You can plug any of these images in. That's one thing too. Use it as your design assistant. But I'm gonna go ahead and place this order right here, add it to cart, and then have this shipped over to me so we can see the design process behind it. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel, hit that thumbs up button so you can get notified when I drop that next video of this one right here. I'll do an unboxing of this card and see what it looks like, and I'll be sending this out to family members too as well. So that's how you do it. This is how you would, you can also too, with Gelato, you can link it to a few different platforms. So let me go ahead and share that part with you so you can see what I'm talking about. And with Gelato too, you can connect it to Shopify, you can WooCommerce, Wix, Etsy, Squarespace, BigCommerce, okay, Shopify, Etsy, Amazon, TikTok Shop. So there's a few different things that you can connect to over here. If you plan on using any type of third-party print provider, I would highly recommend you test out Gelato, use them. I've been using them for a few years, and they're a really good print provider that you should use for your business, and you can connect them to any of these shops or any of these platforms and help you grow your business. All right, so you've seen the 8 formats that I went over with you to help you sell your cards, okay? It can be Christmas, it can be Thanksgiving, it can be Halloween, it can be birthday, it doesn't matter what it is, or invitations to an event, it can be any of that, right? And then going over the listings, the pricing, and then how you can use like a third-party print provider like Gelato to help you with your business and test the waters. That's one cool thing with the print provider. You don't have to worry about inventory. You don't have to worry about shipping it to the customer, or you don't have to worry about packing it and all that stuff. There's a lot of stuff that is involved with all of this. And if you can use like a Gelato, like a print provider, to help you get these products out faster, or just help you focus on the marketing part of your business, by all means, leverage that, okay? Because it's a very powerful, and especially starting out. Everything I used in this video is going to be down below in the description. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave me a comment. And I hope this video brought a lot of value to you. Smash that like button. And if you want more print-on-demand content, watch this video right here next.